Greens, this is a reminder that Friday is the release of my Parrots movie. Let's watch the trailer.
The life of a YouTuber parrot is not all glamour and fun though. People think they know me, and yet... My name is Angel.
Hey Greens, welcome to another Cash or Trash, the show where we review multiple craft kits so that I waste my money, you don't. Joining me today is my sister Sika, who decided that she wanted to be a cherry today.
I never wear colors. Really? You gonna pick on me now? That's it, I'm getting undressed.
Well, at least now we're not a channel for children. Today we're going to be looking at 4 items from Five Below. More specifically, squishy DIY and squishy craft kits.
I love squishies.
Do you remember what I did to your squishy?
I know, I'm still angry about that.
I turned her unicorn squishy
into a creature of darkness.
Yeah. Hey, don't you mistreat him.
No.
Hey,
I miss my unicorn.
let me know, which squishy makeover do you prefer? Do you prefer my
Dragon, horse, and demon?
or do you prefer her sweet, absolutely adorable unicorn?
I want my unicorn back.
Vote in the art card section. Here are the kits that we're going to be looking at. So Satisfying Make and Destroy Squishing Kit.
3D Paint and Squishy Kit.
Squishy? Squishy Kit. Are you sure?
It's good enough.
Alright. Next one is Make Your Own Squish Me. Not a squishy,
Squish me.
a squish me.
Squish me. Squish you. Squish you.
Don't you dare touch me! I got goosebumps.
And the last one is a squishy journal.
The first kit we're going to be looking at is 3D Paint and Squishy Kit.
3D paint.
Apparently,
Like it puffs up.
it should have texture. The last time we did a squishy decorating kit, it was terrible.
For you, mine's squished better than yours. That's all I remember.
Yeah, but the markers.
Oh yeah, markers were pretty crappy.
So I'm really curious about this specific kit because it says soft and slow release. My question is it really a soft and slow release kit, or is it going to be just really bouncy and coming right back up like my squishy from the Smushy Mushy kit? And another thing, in the back when we look and it says instructions, use paint to create custom design.
Let dry for 24 hours and then squish.
But more importantly, it says do not consume squishy.
For squishing only.
I think if they really need to write don't consume squishy, there's a problem.
Are their markers scented or something? Like why would you want to consume a squishy?
Not scented. Alright, time to see what we get inside.
Oh, I hate when that happens. You peel it and nothing comes off.
You were judging me! And look at you!
Oh my gosh, how do you open this thing?
Oh! You know what that means?
I got it though.
Okay, don't squish it.
Here, pick it before I squish.
Alright, so first things first, it doesn't really look like a dinosaur. It kind of looks like a salamander. And it is really soft to the touch. Very smooth.
I just touched his belly. Take a tickle, take a tickle, tickle, tickle.
Even
I don't know what's wrong with me today. Kind of like before when I went down your stairs.
Yeah, earlier today, she slid down my stairs for no reason whatsoever.
I was just sitting there and I was like, wonder how fun it would be to slide down. I just really lifted my feet and I started going down the stairs.
Was it fun?
Yeah, but my tailbone kind of hurt.
Oh, the fact that the surface is really soft like this is usually bad news, especially if we have to use paint, because paint will not stick to a soft surface. Let's check the squish. Ooh, that's pretty slow rising. The other thing I wanted to mention is that we do have some cracks and tears already. So the quality of the product itself, I know it is $5, but at the same time, if you're going to sell something, make sure that it at least is not damaged.
We get 4 colors of 3D paint.
In green, purple, yellow, blue, but how 3D is it?
Should we test them out?
Yes. One of the things that bothers me already is that we are getting paint tubes tubes with no paint brush. I'm pretty sure we can't cover an entire squishy with just paint tubes, but I guess we're gonna test that out. All right, so I'm going to be testing blue and yellow.
And I'll be testing green and purple.
The interesting thing is, on the box, it does say you can mix your colors to make new ones. However, as you noticed, we did not get
The primary colors.
Go ahead, take on the show.
No, it's okay.
You got nervous all of a sudden.
And too much pressure.
So if they had given us red, we would have been able already to make with yellow and blue, the green, and with the red and
blue,
the
purple.
The purple.
I think someone else got nervous too, eh? That was so Canadian of me. Hey,
Why you gotta do me like that?
you started it.
No.
Oh, it feels very empty.
Are you squeezing?
Yeah.
Okay, it is pretty thick.
I don't think this is gonna do much for the dinosaur because it feels very empty when I'm squishing it.
Let's try the, oh, the blue one is a lot more liquidy and it feels a lot less empty.
Ooh. Okay, at least yours has more. It's pretty dark, the blue though.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
So far the colors are really pretty.
Yeah, they're very nicely pigmented.
Yellow's pretty nice.
Green, that one's pretty liquidy too. Well, the purple I think is the thickest one so far.
And blue. All right, since with the tube is not good enough and their intention was for us to be able to mix colors, I'm going to go ahead and use my own brush. That way we have a better gauge whether or not the actual paints are good, which means I need a pot of water. Sika? Go fetch me some water, you gopher!
I hate this job.
So as I'm picking it up right here with the paintbrush, it is pretty thick, but it also feels a little clumpy. Then again, it is 3D paint. Welcome back. Have a seat. That's it. Do what I say. All right, so
Are we making him Barney color?
I don't think we have pink though. Can we make pink?
Barney has pink?
Isn't his underbelly pink?
I don't remember, it's been too long.
And, oh no. Oh no.
no. Frick, man. Is it because he's glossy?
I guess we'll see whether or not the paint actually comes off. I'm expecting to do at least 2 or 3 coats, which
Oh
is
my God.
normal for actual squishies. You need to do at least a good few coats of paint. So let's try that.
Mommy, am I pretty?
Yes, my child. You have a heart of gold and only a face a mother would love.
Oh, wow.
So as you saw, I really had to put really thick coats of that paint because even after 6 or 7 coats of the thin piece, it just wasn't covering enough. So this paint is kind of like a contradiction. It is both thick and yet very thin. How? It's like Sika is very dark and yet very bright today.
Stop! I quit.
One of the things I noticed while I was painting is that we're starting to get some crusts and the paint seems like it's starting to
Peel. Is it really peeling already?
and I didn't even do anything. So look over here, right there.
Oh, wow. It's gonna come off in one piece. It's kind of satisfying.
So this is pretty much the activity we did for what, an hour and a half now?
Yeah.
It's been an hour and a half we've been painting this and look, and it has nothing to do with letting it dry longer.
Yeah, I know.
Do you want to peel?
Kind of. Oh my god.
So if it wasn't going to peel off, I would have said, yeah, I guess for $5, even though you're getting an extremely streaky creature.
Poor quality, even for $5 in my opinion.
You could sand it, but then again, the paint that you're getting is really poor quality. You're better off buying your own squishy and your own 3D fabric paint, sanding it, and you'll probably get better results than this.
Yep, I agree.
So this 3D squishy DIY kit for us is definitely going
In the trash.
the next decorating squishy kit. You seem like you're discouraged, Sika. Are you okay? Talk to me.
Please present this before I talk.
Alright. This kit is called Make Your Own Squish Me Velvet.
That's my question.
What's your question?
What do you mean velvet? Like the texture velvet? And more paint? Is it 3D?
Sika has some really valid questions. What is the meaning of velvet? My guess is that it's going to be a very soft kind of texture, maybe like the previous one, which was very soft and very... You're way saltier than I am right now. Here's the thing. Normally it would seem fine. However, if you look on the package itself, the actual squish me's that are on the front don't even look like they're painted with the actual paint. If we look closely, it looks like it's digitally painted. We get both a kitty, a hamster cat, I guess,
And a dog?
and even the dog is looking to the cat like,
What?
Are you a cat or are you a hamster?
What is this? Look, he's got the head tail. He's like, huh?
Yeah, he's like, eh. Luckily in the back though, it does tell us that it is a hamster and it comes with paint pots. So I think just for our own sanity here, we're going to do little polka dots to test the surface and test the paint. We will not go all the way. Are you happy with that?
Yeah.
All right, time to see
What's inside?
Alright, we haven't touched it yet. We just dropped it on the desk, but Sika really wanted to know why is it called velvet. Just by looking at it, you can see it kind of looks...
Looks like a velvet texture. It does feel like velvet. It feels like the leggings I have at home.
Oh, wow.
Soft. Gonna pet the key.
Yeah, it's pretty soft, but not when you do it that way.
Feels like a makeup brush.
That's what it is.
Make your chokes so rosy.
English #1. Do you grains English #1 on a regular basis? Because that's a thing here all the time.
Look.
Oh! So in essence, it does feel like a makeup brush, and it also has that density, I guess, of like when you use the makeup foam.
Yeah.
So it's going to be very interesting to see how the paint holds. In this case, my guess is the paint will hold because it's fabric.
Although it is weird here, my animal doesn't even have a face anymore. I don't have any eyes.
Oh, your kitty cat doesn't have eyes.
It's dog. Yeah.
It's dog.
It's dog.
Why'd you go caveman on me? It's dog.
I'm drooled on you, I'm sorry.
Oh, gross. Kitty has barely some little slits for eyes, and our kitty hamster has a full face.
I don't know if you can see it here. There is a small pattern for the eyes, but I don't see it on the camera.
Something we noticed really quickly, if you have any allergies, pay attention to the dust that comes out of this. Ready? Oof. Did you grain see that one? Let's get a darker background. There you go.
Wow.
And I actually did accidentally inhale it and I was coughing. It's pretty bad.
And it's tickling my nose.
Look at that. Be careful. We also get a foam brush, a regular brush.
2 paint puffers.
Puffers. Oh, look at me. I'm a babe. I'm puffing around.
Can I read the instructions? 2 puff paints.
Which is supposed to help us add texture.
6 colors of paint.
So then what we're going to do is we're going to try and decorate our pieces. I'm going to go for kitty.
I'm gonna go for weird hamster kitty.
And let's see what our experience is. Remember, all the kits we're checking out today are $5. It is a huge step up in terms of materials from the previous kit.
Yeah.
So as we're painting these little velvety squishies, the interesting thing is that the paint is really opaque. The colors are really vibrant, and it was actually fun to paint it, at least for me. I don't know about Sika.
Yeah, I enjoyed it quite a bit, especially with the fact that the colors have stuck. So it's very motivating to continue.
Right, and the paint really does stay. Now the question is it going to squish as nicely as before, or is it going to have a very crusty feel to it? So here are our 2 creations. And I kind of think Sika's looked like it had quite a few too many jump scares. Alright, so Sika's the only one who tried the puff paint, and what is your experience with it?
Basically what it does is it kind of flattens out the surface, so it's not as puffy. So if you can see here, it's not as raggedy, basically. That's where I use the paint, and over here I didn't use as much, so you can see it sticks out more here, and that's basically just the velvety area of it.
So it seems like it's a glue.
Yeah, it kind of glazes it to make it all, it makes it all equal.
What was that? Alright, so you want to do the first squish?
Sure.
And we did let it dry for quite some time. And?
Oh, still good.
How does it feel?
Well, it feels a little crunchy, but it's not invasive.
Alright, my turn. And? Yeah, you can definitely feel that the paint is there, but
it's not invasive.
Yeah, it's not wet at all. It
Yeah.
just feels a little crustier, as though you took acrylic paint and put it on your regular clothing. So my guess is that this is... Are you making fun of my crusty word?
Yeah, I used crunchy, but crusty kind of sounds dirty.
Says the girl who uses the word hefty.
Hey, hefty is a good word. It explains that
hang
it's
on.
heavy.
Time out. Which word is better? Crusty or hefty? I don't know. I like the word crusty better.
Crusty sounds dirty.
Hefty sounds...
That's what it is. Crusty sounds like a...
Wow! Bleep it all out! For $5, you get a paintbrush, you get paint, you get 3 velvety squishies.
They're velvety squishies.
So for us, this one is definitely worth your cash. Our next victim, Squishy Journal. I absolutely love the cover of this journal.
This is journal.
Journal is what I meant. What I love about this packaging is that little cookie, because look at it. Not only is it smiling, it's frowning smile. Kind of like Salty Crafter. And the other thing that's really interesting is that it does say tough cookie. And it has those guns. Look at them guns. And guns is another word for muscles, by the way.
Muscles.
Muscles. So the question is it an actually fun journal kit or is it just gimmicky? But first things first, let us touch the squishy. Fingers up. Ready? Keep that finger up. I want to see how much determination you got.
2 fingers?
Too much.
I have a question for you.
What is it?
Is this part of the journal or does he come off?
It's supposed to be stuck into the journal?
Is that a question?
I think so. Alright, finger. Let's touch.
Oh,
That's
it's
actually
soft.
pleasant.
Finger.
2 fingers touch. Still pleasant. Okay, that's enough.
Apparently it's more pleasant with 2.
Alright, that's enough. Time
To see what's inside.
get your finger on your lap. That's enough finger waving. Not on my lap. Here's what we get inside. 3 sticker sheets in mostly theme of food, so it is right
It's for me.
around Sika's thing. And I promise I'll feed her.
She doesn't. I'm starving.
I took a picture before we started. I'll show you how much food is around her.
It was an apple
And a protein bar. And chips. You've been exposed.
and cheese.
It does have cute little food puns. Like,
I do not care.
and look how happy he is. He's like,
No cacao given.
no frogs.
Given.
And then there's this cute little hamburger that says true love. But then really in big it says made in China.
Is it on the sticker? Okay,
It's
that's on the sheet though.
And then here, I love you a latte.
These are such dad jokes.
Avocardio. That one's bad.
Look at this sassy hot dog. It looks evil.
It looks like you when you don't get enough food. And then we also have little hashtags like squad goals. We also get this not very nicely holographic pen.
And it looks like it's been chewed by a cat.
It does. Let's have a few seconds for the toy. Dear chewed up pencil topper,
Pen topper. Don't be insulting like that.
pen topper, we send our respects for all your foil that you've missed. We will greatly keep your memory alive. Now, the inside of the booklet, is it cute, is it lined, or is it sketch paper? The answer is blank sheets.
Oh, that kind of ruins it.
I guess if you want to draw, but it's supposed to be a journal. So in theory, for a journal, there should be some kind of lines,
Yeah.
maybe some activities, a little drawing.
Usually they have like little cute drawings at the top of the page, so I thought that they'd at least put that in there. It would have been cute.
However, this one here,
nothing. Nada. Zero.
pretty blank.
Bien.
Wala haga.
I knew you were gonna go into the Arabic. I knew it.
Do you remember what wala haga means? Vote. Let's see if you grains remember. All right, so we're going to test the pen, and oh,
Is it smooth?
very smooth.
Oh.
It's actually, it feels like a Bic pen. The only thing is,
It's flimsy.
it's super bendy. Look at that.
Just don't bend it too much because I can see it popping and like getting ink all over the cameras.
Do you want to try?
Sure. Oh. So smooth.
Okay, that's enough.
I'm sorry. You trying to stab me?
So for $5, yeah, the squishing and the cookie and even the details on the cookie, the shading is really nice. The question is it worth $5? The stickers are cute, the pen works, the squishy is cute. If you're really, really stuck for a gift idea, yeah, I guess so. But otherwise, the booklet itself has no fun trivia, it doesn't have cute questionnaires,
It doesn't even have lines.
it doesn't even have lines.
It's supposed to be a journal.
Even the one I did with Scholastic had so much cute trivia inside and personality tests, and it was just so fun. For me, for $5, a skeptical cash,
Yeah.
because everything does work.
It would be skeptical cash for me too. Skeptical.
Skeptical?
Honestly, it was all great until you opened up the book. They would have added a little bit of something. I think it would have been a lot worth it.
And just to be clear, this thing wants to come off very easily. So even when we were squishing it this way,
It just ripped.
yeah, so
Doesn't taste good.
No.
Oh, it's non-consumable, it said, right?
No, that was
the other kit.
It's going to go into my candidate for Squishy makeover. Go! It's like blue. Oh! Our last victim. So satisfying. DIY make and destroy kit.
So you make it and destroy it?
Apparently so. The
Okay.
thing that caught my attention is that it does say includes squishy clay and squishy sand. So how is this different from Play-Doh or any kind of modeling clay?
Like, does it harden but still squish?
These are all valid questions. And I have to say, on the corner of my camera, right on the top left, I can see our little dino.
What are you talking about? Oh!
All
Like,
alone,
what?
looking all sad, still saying, Mama, am I pretty? It looks so sad over there. I feel emotionally connected to it.
No! Look at the other side of him. He's got like all kinds of peeling issues going on there.
I don't discriminate.
He's peeling. He's a bad kid.
He is a bad kid. I'm sorry. All right, let's see.
What we get inside. Oh, yay!
So today we learned I have a pretty flat top of my head. I'm pretty good at carrying stuff. Here's what we get. Brown, red, yellow, green, and tan squishy clay, which we're gonna feel the texture right now.
Yeah, it smells like Play-Doh. That's what my Play-Doh used to smell like. Yeah, it smells like Play-Doh, Jackie.
Take it from someone who's used Play-Doh recently. Did you just squish it?
I didn't notice. Mine feels harder, look.
Hers is pretty stiff.
Oh wow, this is not malleable.
It really smells like an old, musty piece of wood.
I broke it.
What'd you do?
It just snapped.
All right, so Sika's piece seems to be pretty hard. Oh
Look,
no!
it's crumbling.
It's already hardened. There is no way you can make anything with this.
I think mine's dried out.
Yeah, whereas mine, you can see the difference. We have my clay. What? Let's test out the other ones. How's yours?
So much better.
Red, smush. Brown,
Smush.
and then there's this huge tan one. So it looks like we get no lettuce when we make our burger. Tan, smush.
Alright, so I guess the green one was garbage.
Garbage. Arabic word of the day for garbage is
Zabella.
zebella. Now you know. And then we're supposed to be getting squishy sand, but
It
looks
looks dry.
really dry and crumbly.
Like, what is this? I don't feel like I can pick it up though.
It's pretty dry kinetic sand. It's not really holding a shape. Oh, yours is slightly more wet. Yeah, it's very dry kinetic sand. So what we decided to do is follow the instructions, which they didn't really give much according to the instructional sheet, and made our own little hamburger. Is it going to be fun to squish and satisfying? I guess we'll find out. Time to squish it. We decide, oh, you know what? We can cut it in half. All right, here's your half. As you can see, it just keeps breaking and falling apart already. So now the question is it, as the box say, so satisfying? And the answer is... it honestly just feels like squishing modeling clay.
Yeah, it's kind of not very satisfying. It's very underwhelming.
Very anticlimactic. Anticlimactic?
The sand feels weird in my hands.
Yeah, and here's the thing that we just realized as we're putting it together. Is this kit something that you can play with again?
Nope.
So here goes your $5. You're just putting a piece of modeling clay one on top of the other with some pretty dry kinetic sand.
Says to squish it within an hour because after that, well, it's gonna be too dry. So you bought something for $5 to squish it once and then throw it out.
That's pretty much it, which means that if we're supposed to use this once and throw it out, in our books, this kit goes
In the trash.
Remember, if you haven't seen the Burb movie, make sure you check it out. I am so proud of this film. It is pretty ridiculous, but I love it anyways. Do you like your own movie, human Burb form?
I'm not answering the question without my lawyer nearby.
This week's shoutouts go to Lay the Yin Cosplay, PokeNerd2235, Yuki Senshi Wolf, Foxmill Art, Kelly Duckworth, Little Loy Monkeying Around, Mint Edit, Vapor Trail, and Kaylin. Remember, if you want to shout out in my videos, don't forget to hashtag Nerdification Squad in the comment section below within the first 5 hours of your video's release. Wow. Or hashtag NerdyCrafter on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook anytime with any of your creations. And if you want to reach my sister, you can find her on Instagram
At nerdysister_Sika.
If you want to watch the previous Cash or Trash, check it up here. And if you want to watch a video YouTube thinks is perfect for you, make sure you check down here. Until then, we will see you grains in the next video.